Okay, so in this equation, we have the word problem, or in this word problem, we have Mr. Darcy needs 150 grams of cornmeal to make a full batch of tortillas. Yay. He purchased 5 containers of cornmeal with a total of 32 and 2/8 grams. So that's how much out of all those 5, it became 32 and 2/8 grams. So don't get fooled by that. It's not like you have to divide that or multiply that. No, it's just that amount is all the 5 containers together, which is 32 and 2/8. Then bought another box for 52 and 5/10 grams, and then at another store I bought another box that had 43 and 3/4 grams. One day I'll make those tortillas. Just kidding. Here it is. That's the word problem. Now I've made this model to illustrate what's going on. I want a total of 150 grams. I have 32 and 2/8, 52 and 5/10, 43 and 3/4, and I want to know how much more I need. So there's a couple things I could do here. I'm going to go with the simplest way that I know how to explain this and go from there. So I'm going to first turn 32 into, right, 32. There it is, 32 and 2/8. I'm going to convert that into its simplest form by dividing it by 2 and get 32. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. 32 and 1/4, right? Okay, you see that became 32 and 1/4. Well, now I know, because of the lessons that we learned the other day, that 1/4, right? 1/4 is the same thing as 25 hundredths, right? I know that because I can even check it. I can say 1/4, let's multiply by 25, top and bottom. 25 times 1 is 25. 25 times 4 is 100. 25 hundredths is 25 hundredths. It's the same thing, right? So keep this in mind, that right there, when I do this now. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, thinking about this. 32 and 1/4, I can turn that into a decimal. I can say that 1/4 is 25 hundredths, and then 32 wholes, 32 and 25 hundredths. That's the first amount, okay? That's that. I'm going to keep it as a decimal. That's the first amount. Now let's go to the second amount, 52 and 5/10. Well, I can keep that as a decimal. Okay, so that's my second amount. And keep going, 43 and 3/4. I can say, okay, well, 3/4, I can turn those into hundredths because I know 4 times 25 equals 100. 3 times 25 equals 75. So, whoops, I can write 75. There it is. And that equals 75 hundredths, right? If you remember, think about a dollar, one whole dollar. If I made change for $1 into 4 different coins, each coin would be worth 25 cents, right? That's another way of thinking about it. And so each coin is 25 cents. 3/4, right? That's 3/4 of the amount is going to be 25, 25, 25, which is 75 cents or 75 hundredths. So I keep this in mind. Whoops, I keep all this in mind when I'm trying to find this as a decimal. So 3/4 is the same thing as 75 hundredths, right? And so it's 43 and 75 hundredths. Okay, now I have all 3 of them converted into decimal forms. I can just add those up now. So 32 and 25 hundredths plus 52 and 5/10 and 43 and 75 hundredths. Add all those up, right? And once I add those up, these 3 amounts, I can subtract that from a total of 150, and that will tell me how much is left. So let's do that. I'm going to put a 0 there. 5 plus 0 plus 5 is 10, carry over 1. 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 5 is 15, carry over 1. Bring down my decimal. And here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9 plus 3 is 12. Make sure I did my math right here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. 10 plus 2 is 12. There we go. So 120, and 50 hundredths. So if I were to redraw my model here, those three amounts came together, right? And that became 128 and 5/10, or 50 hundredths. I'm still not sure what that is, but I know I wanted a total of 150 grams, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and put 150 and 0 hundredths. So now the last thing I have to do is subtract these two amounts, 150 and 0 hundredths minus 128 and 50 hundredths. Okay, 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 5, I cannot do that, so I have to regroup. Oh, can't regroup there, I have to regroup from the 5. That becomes a 4, which then I bring 10 of those ones over. And then that didn't really help out this situation, so I'm going to take one of those ones and turn it into 10 tenths. So now 10 minus 5 is 5. Bring down my decimal. 9 minus 8 is 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. And then 0. So it's 21 and 5/10 grams. That's how much I need. So all this math to solve that. There you go.